Welcome. Today we'll see Shellscript Part 2. We'll go to DevOpsPilot.com, DevOps Roadmap. Let's scroll down. So under Shellscript, we can see Linux Shellscript Part 2. So today we'll see what is for loop, how we can effectively use a for loop to automate the process using the Shellscript. Let's go. First, we'll see what is for loop. So generally, when you do like some task, like some repetitive task, so that if you want to like minimize the number of lines, you can use this for loop. So for loop is used to do the repetitive task until the limit is reached or iterate through the items. Okay, so this is the for loop syntax. The red color you are seeing, right? So for number in 1 to 5 do, and then echo the number is dollar number and done. So whatever you see in the red color is the exact for loop syntax. So, and after that in the green line 1 to 5. So when we run this command, right? So this we are telling like how many times this echo command has to repeat. So we are telling it has to start from 1 till 5. So this is the short form. So when we run the for loop, it will expand to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even you can give 1 dot dot 100. So it can start from 1 and it can run this echo command up to 100. So we'll repeat your echo command up to 100 times. So based on our use case, we can just use this one. So here, just a small scenario. We want to run this echo command, but I want to repeat this command for 5 times. So that's why I'm giving one stars dot dot 5. So first time from this, the number 1 will be assigned to this number variable. So it comes inside do echo, the number is dollar number. So first time it iterates the inside this number variable, the value will be 1. So it prints the value is 1. And second time the for loop starts. This time the number variable will have the value as 2, and then it prints the value is 2. So similarly, this number variable will be keep on updating when it keeps on running. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when this echo command is running, it gets the dynamic value from this number variable. Okay. So basically it's going to repeat for 5 times. Okay. Now let's start the shell script part. So I'm in the Linux terminal. So I already cloned this shell script repo. Shell, let's go inside. CD tutorials. CD part 2. Okay. So here already some files are there. Let's remove the rm-rf. I don't want this app file. So we can just give app star, deletes all the files which is starting with app, and version.json is left. Version. So this also got deleted. Clear this guy. So we have 6 files for part 2. So let's start with the first file. So it's cat. So this command is whatever we see. So it's just going to repeat your echo command for 5 times. Okay, that's it. Let's say /1 for loop.sh run. So this echo command is dynamically changing this variable. So the value is 1, value is 2, 3, 4, 5. So when the for loop runs, automatically the value will be dynamically assigned in this number variable, and you can use this number variable wherever you want. So for now, just we are running the echo command, so it just prints the value inside that number variable. Okay, we'll see like how effectively we can use this one. So next scenario is like how to create multiple files using shell script. So using this for loop, you can create multiple files we can do actually. So we have seen date command, right? So by default, when we run this date command, it prints the full detail. So like what is the date, time, and some what is the format here, everything. But using this date command, we can format it so that we can get into some or the form we want. Okay. So we have a syntax like percentage %m, which gives the month, percentage %d, which gives the date, today's date, and from this, what is the date it is getting, that date it will print. Uh, um, okay. Sorry, it is a day, it's not date. And y each is a year, the last 2 digits, and h is hour, m is minutes, and s is seconds. That's right. So when we run the date command, it prints the full detail. But when we run with this syntax, like a date plus double quotes, okay. So I want it to syntax like first month and the today's day and then year, hours, minutes, seconds. Okay. Then I am getting in this format. You can change according to your format. So it's not like strictly this one, but for our use case, we want like this. Maybe after this month, if you want to put one more hyphen, and after this, you want to put one more hyphen, it's up to you. Based on your use case, you can change accordingly. So here I'm just putting colon colon. So you put this one, so you get into that proper format. So you can customize as much as possible based on your need. Okay. So let's go back to the script. So let's see the second script. So using the second script, what we are going to do, like I'm going running this date command with this proper format. I will get one big that value, right? So that I'm going to store it in this version variable. And then I will once again just run the date command, so which will give the full line, and then I'm going to store it in date variable and file name. I'm going to create multiple files, right? So what is the file name? So it will be the file name will be dynamic. So it starts with app hyphen, and then it will increase append the value. So under this version, it will have that full version we have seen, right? So that will be stored here, will be replaced here, and hyphen and number. So from this one dot five, right? So here the number will be getting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that dynamically updates here. 1.log, 2.log, 3.log, 4.log. So this file name will have the your full file name, the formatted file name. And then we are just running a touch command to create that file dynamically. And once a file is created, we just write some content to that file. So file created on which time. So in the date, it has the current date, right? So when this file was created. So that details I'm just storing into the file name. So this file name, right? It's a better practice. You use a variable when you're going to use this specific value in multiple places. I can directly put like touch the app hyphen version hyphen number dot log file directly here. But I'm going to use this value in multiple places, right? For now, I'm using this in two places. One is in touch command, one is in echo command. So maybe in future, maybe you might be like, doing this in multiple places, like 3, 4 places you will be using. It's a better practice if you are going to use more than 2 times. Better to store it in file and refer that variable wherever you want to get that file name. Okay. So in the current directory, we have only 6 files. So after running this shell script, it is going to create 5 files with the dynamically created version and the number. Let's see, dot slash to hyphen create multiple files dot sh. Enter. Okay, done. But we are not seeing any output. But when I do ll command, you can see 5 new files are created. So it starts with app hyphen and the number which was generated from the date command, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which was dynamically assigned from the number variable. So and it ends with dot log extension. Yeah. Okay. So now we'll go inside this file and see what we have written some content, right? So let's open the first file. Here we can see a file created on that it was executed, that full content was written to this. Okay. So like this, you can think what are your use case, creating folders, creating file lists, and multiple things you can try to automate using this. Next, next we'll see what is array in Shellscript. So now you got some good understanding about for loop, how to use it. Now we'll see what is array. So array is the collection of items. So we know define the variable name equal to, we give just only one value, right? But if you want to store multiple values in a single variable, you can use array. So basically array is a collection of items or a collection of names you can assume. So I'm going to create one variable called fruits, and another time instead of storing one value, I'm going to store 3 values: apple, banana, and orange. And in array, it is a indexed one. So the first value you can get using the index is 0. It starts with 0 instead of 1. So it starts with 0, 0. And then second one, you can get the value using index 1. And third one, you can get the value using 2. Okay. And if you want to read the value apple from this array, you can just use this syntax roots square bracket. If you tell 0, you will get the first value. If you use 1, you will get the second value, which is banana. If you use 2, you will get the orange value. So this is a simple syntax for declaring the array. And these are the three way, like the single way you can just access the elements or items in the array using the index number. Okay. Now using this, we will do some use case. So check the size of multiple directory using the for loop. Before going to that, we will see du command. So we have seen df command, which is used to check the size of your hard disk. But in this case, we'll use du command, which is used to check the size of your file or directory. Okay. Um, just copy this one. cd/temp. So if we go here, cd files, you can see I have this Apache Maven tar.gz file, which is 8.7 MB. Okay. I know, but still you can using this du command, you can get the size. du-sh Apache-Maven. It returns 8.7 MB. But if you want to get the size of this folder, this files folder, we cannot go and calculate, right? 8.7 MB plus 8.7, 8.7 MB plus 47. We no need to calculate that one. So if it's very huge, it will be difficult, right? You can use this and you can easily get found it. We do -temp folder. So here we have the files folder, du-sh files. Okay, so you get files folder is having 82 MB content of the files. So like this easily you can calculate. So let's go to our shell script part. So the shell script tutorials part 2. So now we are going to third one. Cat 3 item started. Okay, so I'm going to calculate the size of three folders, which is log files, error files, and access files. So I have created a single variable called target folders. This variable is having three values, basically the three folder names: log files, error files, access files. These folders are already existing, so I'm not going to create. These folders are already existing. I'm going to check the size of these folders. Okay. So so this everything is available under temp folder and the folder name. I'll show you ll/temp log files. So here you can see under this one, we have two files, ll/temp/access files. We have three files here. And here you even check the size of these things. Yes, this is 00, and here, okay, it is having 11 bytes, and this is 00. Okay, 00 bytes. So it doesn't have any content. It's empty file. So let's like temp. So we check log files, success files. Now here a folder. So here also two files is there. This is also 00 KB. Okay, maybe we can just add some content to this one. /temp access files, then access one dot log file. Just write some content so that we get some data. Access one dot log still. Okay, leave it. Now let's run the shell script cat. So we will just check the size of what. So people that we can manually also check du-sh/temp access files. So this is showing 8.kb content of file is there inside this success files. But using the shell script, we will get all the size of all these three folders. Okay. So the target folders, you have all three content, right? If you want to get all the three content, you can use @ symbol. So you can able to access all the elements or the items in the array. And then we saw, right, in this variable, one by one item will be replaced. So folder will be assigned first time log files, and second time it will assign with error file, and third time it will be assigned with access files. So first it goes to /ss/temp log files, it just checks, and then it retries and comes to /temp/error files, and then once again repeats /temp/access files. So it repeats three times and checks the size of all the three folders. Let's run /the iPhone iterate through items.sh. It executes. So it checks /temp log files is having 8 KB. Error files folder doesn't have any data. Like both the files are empty, so it's showing 0. And now 8 KB in this specific file access to the files. Okay. So like this, you can check some data. So here, the additional thing we have seen is the how to use array with a combination of for loop. Next. Next, we'll see how to delete the files which are more than X text. In real-time scenario, you'll be working with some Linux system, right? So there'll be a lot of log files will be generating, and you'll be storing to some /var/log file, or maybe some specific folder to your requirement. So a lot of files will be generating. So maybe after some 2 months or 3 months, you want to delete the old files or some content inside the file, or maybe some the whole file itself you want to delete. So how you can automate this process? So using this shell script, you can find the files which are created some 30 days before or 2 months before, or maybe you want to delete the files which was created 10 days before. So like this kind of scenario, you can achieve using the find command. Okay, so find command, as we have already seen, using find command we will be able to find the files, but it has some additional arguments. Using that, you can do some operation on top of that. Find the files which has size more than 8 MB and delete all those files. So using this additional two arguments, you can easily achieve find all the files which is more than 8 MB and delete those files. Okay. Now we'll go to cd/temp files. So here I have some files, right? ll-h. Okay, so here everything is like 8.7 MB, 8.7, 8.7, 11, and 47 MB. Almost everything is a big files. So now I'm going to run this command. Okay, I executed, but it is going to delete the files only which ends with star.log. So here you can see three files are there: access.log, apache.log, and error.log. Three log files are there, but it is going to delete only the files which is more than 8 MB. So first two files are 8.7 MB, which is more than 8 MB. It will be deleted. But this third file will not be deleted because this is just 11 bytes. Even this is not KB or MB. So this will not be deleted. Only the first two file will be deleted. Okay. Now let's run LL command. So here you can see first two files got deleted since the file extension is .log, which is more than 8 MB. And this error file log is not deleted, and even other files is not deleted because the extension doesn't match. So here it is tar.gz, here it is kubectl. So these files are not deleted. Okay. So now using the shell script, we will try to delete this tgz extension files. So now in this, we have 4 files. Let's run the shell script. It will try to delete the tgz file. So the size of this file is 8.7 MB. Okay, that's good. Here is part. postcode. Okay. So target path. So it is going to /tem/files. File extension is .gset, and then target file sizes. I'm just giving 1 KB only. So maybe it depends on your case. You can give it in KB, or you can give it in MB, or even you can give it in GB also. Okay. But in my, so I just want to delete files which matches more than 1 KB. Dot slash core hyphen delete. So I'm executed. Now if I check /tem files, you can see that Apache's DB file is deleted. So you can, using this, you can do some operations or some automations. Okay, let's go to the next topic. Till now we have seen using only one for loop and only one array. So now this time you can see how to use two array and two for loop, like basically for loop inside another for loop. So this is the first for loop, and inside that there is one more for loop. So how we can use this to uh, some automation. So my use case is like, first I want to delete the files which is ending with .log or .text under multiple folders. I want to delete in this log files, error files, success files folders. I want to delete all the files which is having the extension .log or .txt. Or maybe you can, maybe you have like more extension like .exe file or PNG. So you can just include in this array. So it will be able to delete everything in that particular folder. Okay, so first I'm storing in target folders, like the folder name. In file extension, I'm storing the two value, which is .log and .txt. So in the first for loop, what it will do, like folder in target folders, it will get the first folder name. So you will get log files. Okay, and then it will go to internal for loop. So this is the internal for loop. So here it uh, do like extension in file extension. So since this for loop is internal, right? So first this for loop will do the iteration, it completes, then only it goes out and repeats the top for loop. So first it comes, the first for loop, it gets log files, it goes inside, and from this file extension, it gets .log, and then this for loop repeats, it gets .txt. Since this for loop is completed, it goes to the out. Now in the first for loop, you get this second value, which is error files. So you get error files, then you go inside for loop, you have again one more for loop, right? So this will repeat. Now from this, you get .log, .txt. Now this for loop is completed. You go out to the top for loop. Now from this, you get the last item, which is access file. You go inside, and this for loop, inside for loop started once again. So you will get .log and .txt. Now this for loop is completed, it goes to the top, and even the first for loop is completed because after the access file, there is no other element. So both the for loop is completed. So this is the behavior when you use for loop inside for loop. Even you can have one more for loop also, or one more for loop parallel. So it depends on your use case. So my use case here is like, first I want to go to log files folder, delete the files which is ending with .log or .txt, then go to error files folder, then delete the files which ends with .log or .txt, then goes to access files folder, delete these two files. If you are having more extension, you will get parallelly, like a .excel sheet or .png files, you will get parallelly. So it will be able to iterate and delete all those files. Okay. So we will put all these details into shell script and we will execute. Uh, in last time we have seen using the find command, we deleted the file based on the size, like, and the size is more than 8 MB, right? So we can able to delete. So similarly, you can delete the size, uh, delete the files which was created some time back, like which was created 1 month ago, or which the files was modified 1 month ago, or like we access the file more than 1 month or maybe 10 days before, you can achieve that one. Okay. So we have four parameters for this find the command. So one is m time, which means modify time. You have modified the file. So it takes in days. C time is creator time. A time is access time in days. M minute. Suppose you want to pass delete the modified file, which is like 1 minute ago, or maybe some 2 hours ago. So you have to give it 10 minutes, like 1 hour 60 minutes, so you can give 120 minutes, so it will be able to delete the files which was created 2 hours ago. So if you want to give it in minutes, you can use this. Or if you want to delete in dates like 1 month ago, like you can give 30 days, so it can delete the files which was modified 30 days ago, like that you can pass. So these arguments we will pass it in. We'll pass it in the find the command. So here it will be in the shell script, it will be there. Okay, so we are using m minute. I will show the shell script. Yeah, fine. Delete files more than X days for test switch. So first, my target path is /temp. Target folders are log files, error files, access files. So these three folders we have already seen in this one. Two files are there. One is ending with .log and .txt. Okay, and file extension is .log and .txt. So we have this data and target time in minutes. So I want to delete the files which was created 1 minute ago. So I guess these files was created some long time ago. Maybe you can check the timestamp. So using the for loop, so we have already seen the diagram, right? So it get the 1 by folder and go inside and deletes the files. So find the command, you get the path and you get dynamically get the folder name. First it gets log files, then it gets error files, then it gets access files. And hyphen type hyphen name. So it gets the extension. So extension it gets .log, .txt and hyphen mini min. So here we are passing the time, like want to delete the files which was created 1 minute and hyphen delete. So let's quickly see /temp access files. So here we can see we have .log and .log and .txt files. Even I want to just create some other file so that that file will not be deleted. /temp access files error.err. So something with extension err. I'm just creating. So when you check now, so inside this, I have 4 files. So this file. So as per our shell script, it should not delete the last file, but it should delete the other 3 files. Even the file was created sometime 12:30 it was showing. So when you run the date command, so now the time is 13:01, but these files are created like 12:30 itself, right? So it's having some 30 minutes difference, but I'm going to delete the files, which is 1 minute ago. So definitely it should able to delete all these 3 files. Similarly, you can check temp uh, log files /temp error files. Okay, so here two files, both are having the same extension .log and .txt. It should delete all the files, but it should not delete this file as per our script. Okay, let's ./6:5. Okay, so it's just printing deleting file extension .log in folder. Okay, it's just printing the comments /temp error files. So nothing. So it has deleted everything. /temp access. It deleted everything, but you can see this extension doesn't match. So this file is not deleted. Now check the other one, log files. So here also everything is deleted. So, okay. So now finally one good real-time scenario, how to get the version of the tools and store in JSON file. So while doing automation, you will be need to read some version or need to read some content from the commands or contents from the file, and you need to store it to variable, and you need to write it to some JSON file or some other file also. Here we have two tools, which is git and maven. We will run these commands, we will get the version, and we will store into some JSON file. Okay, this is our target. So let's run these two commands and see how it works. So first tool is git hyphen version. But when we run this command, it's showing git version 1.8.3.1. But I want only 1.8.3.1. So how we can achieve this? So you can use pipe symbol, and then you can use awk command. Then you can use print $3. Enter. So you got this one. Similarly, mvn hyphen version. So here, interesting. So you are having almost 6 lines, but your actual value is this one. So how you can cut out and get this value? So first thing, you can use grep command or head command. You can put grep. So you can use, I will search for this specific word, Apache Maven. So you need to make sure this particular word is not available in all the 6 lines. Otherwise, 2 lines will match. Otherwise, you can use the head command, Maven. So when I run this, so I get only the first line. No Apache spelling. Okay, I got the first line. Other 5 lines are removed. Now I can use the awk command. Print $3. Okay, so the $3 is the third column. So Apache is first column, Maven is second column. This is the third column. So I'm giving $3. So now I'm getting only 3.0.5. Now we'll automate this in the shell script. So here, let's remove this app star files. Now I'm having just 6 files. I don't have any other JSON files here. So when you open this one, so I'm running this git command and storing the version to this version variable, and running the maven command storing to a maven version variable, and file name is version.json. And first I'm creating one just empty JSON file. The file name will be version.json. And then we already seen the JQ command, right? So to read or process the JSON files. So using this JQ command, I will get this git version and maven version. I will put into git colon git version, and I will write it into this file. And in the second item, maven colon maven version, I will put it into this JSON file. Let's run this one. 6 iPhone. Okay, it is completed. But the interesting fact is it has created one new file called version.json. This file is created since we are using this single arrow and then writing to this file. Now we open this one. Here you can see git version, maven version. So this was created from this one, git version, maven version. Okay. So like this, you can try to get a lot of data and put it into JSON file, and maybe in another pipeline, you can try to read this data and you can try to automate a lot of things. Hope this is helpful. Thank you.